Yeah, I think that's good.
It's good. It's good.
It looks like it's good. I think we're both in there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to edit out this first part.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off with the intro. Let me shut my door.
Yeah. So, the intro.
Introductions.
Yeah.
My name is Thomas.
And my name is Patrick.
And we are ILLumination Nation.
ILLumination Nation.
ILLumination Nation. God, that sounds saucy.
It sounds awesome, honestly.
And we're here to talk to you guys about self-awareness, right?
Self-love,
Yeah, well, self-love is going to be the topic of today's discussion,
yeah.
but like I'm talking
self-awareness
about, like,
overall.
self-awareness. Self-awareness. We're going to talk about
peace, getting each other coming together so we can interact with each other more and more,
and be less divisive and more open about having topics like these, conversations about these,
Exactly, yeah.
So like, let's just get into today's video and have this discussion about self-love, right?
Self-love, yeah. Self-love.
What is self-love, my dude?
Well, self-love is something, it's something that you feel inside that makes you really excited, and you really want to do that one thing, and you get to improve yourself so much. You get to interact with that as many people as you want, kind of stuff,
True.
And having that accomplishment of knowing you did something.
I don't know, man, because I feel like self-love is more of an internal thing,
Yeah.
like something that, I care about myself, I care about my mind, my body, my soul, and so I'm going to take care of all those things, my body and soul.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more self-love.
Yeah. No, I can see that though, yeah.
So the first part that we're going to talk about when it comes to self-love is the body.
Body.
Yeah, because
body is a powerful thing.
I know, it's what people see on the outside.
It really is.
People always are like, looks don't matter, but
for the first appearance, people can look at someone and they can either like you
or they're gonna dislike you.
Or in 3 seconds. In 3 seconds.
Yeah, I
1,
mean,
2, 3.
I can't tell you how many times I've had older people look at me and be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" 20 years from now, you're not gonna really. That's still gonna be on you. And I'm like, I know, but I don't really care because I'm I'm self-aware of myself that. Don't really care what other people think about me, and I think that has something to do with self-love, because you have to love yourself.
Definitely, I really think that is that's very true though. Definitely true.
But what isn't self-love?
Self-love
is whenever, well, for the body at least, is whenever you're severely obese. I don't think that's self-love, or even to. If I'm not saying be a size 0.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, I'm saying too much of anything isn't a good thing. So like, those girls that are like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, or oh, I'm ugly because I'm not this make-believe perfect size.
Yeah.
That's not really self-love. That means that you're trying to conform to a society that dictates on how they think you should look.
Exactly.
But that being said, I don't think that eating everything and not doing anything for your body is self-love either. Going to McDonald's and eating fucking everything off the fucking menu and you're like 300 pounds. I don't really think that's self-love. I mean, the food might taste good to you right then, but
is that really self-love?
Is that really self-love though? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, you brought up some good points, honestly. People always feel like self-love is something that they can get from the external world, and yes, the external world is super awesome. You got some awesome stuff. You're in a fucking huge house, a fucking awesome Lamborghini or whatever thing, but does that really make you happy? Does it really make you happy? Because people always get see someone else that has a BMW or some other Ferrari or whatever, and then they go out and buy that same BMW, but then eventually they're like, oh shoot, like I can't pay for this, you know, like how can how
definitely.
can I finance this, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, that's another thing to conform into society, though.
Yeah.
I mean, us as men, I think that we do it too.
Definitely.
I mean, I feel like we try too hard to conform to the society picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty crazy. I don't know why we do stuff like that. I don't really see. I mean, I'm someone who does it too.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to be like, oh wow, look at this dude, blah blah blah. But why should I? At the end of the day, we all came into this world by ourselves. We're probably gonna leave by ourselves too. So why are we so busy trying to please everyone around us? Sometimes we just need to take a step back and like not worry so much about what people think of us, you know.
Slow down, like I guess the
Pump
way
the
that you do
brakes.
things. Yeah, pump the brakes a little bit, you know, like you can go out there and like do everything so fast, like people are always in a rush, you know, do this or that. But I realized today, you know, like so like I've taken my time like from whenever I got out of school, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
and I was just like I was just going in the motion, you know, like I wasn't rushing or anything. I was just like in the moment, put my gas, you know, doing this, doing kind of like just casual kind of thing, you know,
Yeah.
and then like people were like rushing to the red light, but I'm like, you know, you don't have to do that. You can like slow down a little bit. The light's gonna turn green eventually, you know. Then you can go. Like you don't have to do everything all at once like that, you know. It takes time.
You know, that brings up a pretty good point too. Now that I think about it, is that there's a saying that or people always like to say better, yeah, oh, I was dealt a bad hand. You know.
Yeah.
I was always dealt a bad hand. You know, that's the number one thing that people want to cry whenever something doesn't go the right way for them. And I was that way too up until a few months ago, and I realized that life is like poker.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna keep on. You might get dealt a bad hand, but eventually you're gonna get that $1 million hand, that $1 million slot, and that's what. But the people who get the $1 million slot are the people that motivate themselves, push themselves, drive themselves to keep going, no matter what the people say, no matter what the people do, and that's self-love in itself. Because if you can motivate yourself to stick through the dirt and grime and just keep on grinding, then I feel like you'll go places, you know. I mean, if success was easy, everybody would be successful, you know.
Exactly.
Look at Bill Gates. Look at Steve Jobs. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at all these different people. You know what I mean? They all strove to become multi-billionaires, you know. What do they have that we don't have? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And
that will and drive. A lot of people don't have the will and drive, sadly. But
that's so true.
That's what I'm trying to get to, the will and the drive.
And to go back to the body a little bit, you know, like, and people feel like they need like, or people feel like they want to have like amazing body and stuff like that, and you know, and having an amazing body is awesome, you know, and you can feel like super awesome, and people just go out and eat all the time, and they don't care what they say, you know.
Yeah.
They don't care what they eat.
I don't care if no one thinks I'm fat and I'm beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, like eating healthy is normal. You know, eating healthy is normal.
Eating normal is good. You know,
eating healthy is.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with weighing like 190, right, or 190, or 200. You know, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's those people that are like 300, 400 pounds, and I'm like, you look like a heart attack waiting to happen.
No, exactly. And that's not self-love. That's not self-love.
It's not self-love at all. And the girls that think that they should be weighing 70 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds, that's not really self-love either, you know? I feel like a good weight for girls would probably be anywhere between 160 to 170 range, you know? A good, well, I guess it actually all depends on the body size too, though.
Exactly. You know,
height has a lot of things to do with it, you know.
Yeah.
For men, same. I think that a man, depending on the size range.
But you can also say that like a 200 pound like a person who's full of muscle, like
Nah, yeah, that's different though. 200
That's
pounds,
nothing,
and then
no.
how tall is the man? You know,
exactly.
you got to take a lot of
Factors,
factors into it. But I'm saying like you can't compare 200 pounds of pure muscle to 200 pounds of pure fat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you can't.
I mean, you can't do it. Like I consider myself to be like fit. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny. I'm kind of like
in between.
In between, you know. I live a healthy lifestyle, but I also eat junk food too. It's all about balance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. You got to balance it.
That's not true.
Of course, I also walk like 3 miles a day, so I mean, I'm not really gonna be gaining any weight anytime soon. But yeah,
having an active lifestyle can help with yourself.
Yeah, just go for a walk, you know.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
maybe hiking with some friends, something like that. Go rock climbing, do something, get out, get active, you know.
Exactly.
Or
working out, something like that, you know.
Yeah. Do some push-ups.
Exactly.
It's free. You don't have to.
That's where I started, you know.
Yeah, and you don't have to go to a gym, people. You don't have to. I think I'm about to get back into CrossFit. To be honest.
Okay. Now, I want to tell you a story, real quick. You know, like before, like if y'all can look at me right now, you know, and y'all can see that I'm pretty fit, you know.
Yeah, you're pretty fit.
You're pretty fit as well, you know, yeah. And I used to not look like this, you know. I used to not look like this. I was a bit chunky, whatever, you know. And the only thing I did, I started to do push-ups. I could barely do 1 or 2 push-ups in the beginning. Now that I consistently did it over a whole year, now I can do 40, 50 push-ups now, you know.
Nice.
That's crazy.
It is. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Small steps, great distances.
You know, you gotta crawl before you can walk.
Exactly.
And walk before you can run. So baby steps.
So what do you think about the mind?
The mind part for self-love, I would have to say the mind part would be more knowledge, you know, educate yourself maybe. Do a little bit of research, you know. I mean, I'm not saying go to school, you know, because college I don't think is for everybody. I personally don't think it's for everyone. If you want to go to trade school, excuse me. If you want to go to trade school, we can always do that, you know. But as far as going to like a university level, you don't have to. It's not 1965 anymore. You know, it's not 1978 or 1990 or even 2005. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do go to school, just don't go for anything pointless. Don't go for a liberal arts degree, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Or don't go majoring in arts. Like, what do you plan on doing with a major in arts? It makes no sense. What are you going to be, an art teacher? I guess that's cool.
And I'm not hating on them or anything, but you know, like school to me, it's not always the best option for an individual. There are more options out there just than school. There's mentors. There's YouTube. There's different things out there. You know.
Just educate yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe watch some TED Talks. You know.
Yeah.
I wonder if this would be classified as a TED Talk.
It'll be more like YouTube, I guess. Yeah.
More YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just knowledge yourself, educate yourself. You know, me personally, I was in school for a year, but I decided to leave. I might go back next semester, might not. Haven't decided yet, really, to be honest. But if I do, I'm going to law school, which is something that if I do go back to school, I'm gonna have to commit to it, because that's to go to law school. That's a pretty big commitment, you know.
And that's another thing, you know, like being committed to something, like one thing out there, you know, people, it's hard for people to stay committed for something for a long period of time, you know, like working a job or working out for a whole year, or you know, just reading a book for 10-15 minutes a day, you know, like for people that's hard, you know, like. And what do you think that we can do to help people with that?
So I'll take the book thing for that you were talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me personally, get a book series that you can relate to.
Yeah.
For me, that's anime. Got a shitload of anime. I mean, yeah, I mean, even in anime though, I feel like you can learn valuable lessons in it if you're willing to have your mind open enough. I mean, when you look at the stories of like My Hero Academia, Naruto, it's always the underdog, always the person that's ridiculed and put down, that they always rise up to become something that they themselves set out for a goal. So like taking these journeys with these characters, I mean, they have a lot of self-love, you know, because they have a lot of people that are ragging on them, telling them they're nobody, nothing.
Yeah.
But they know their self-worth, you know, and that's another thing you got to do too, is if you want to practice self-love, know your self-worth. So look in the mirror, and this is actually going to go into our third topic, which is about the spirit or the mind.
The spirituality.
Yeah, the spirituality. Look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am awesome. You know, because if you think and speak it, it's true. You know. Yeah. I believe that full-heartedly, like the power of positivity. I believe in that. So you don't have to go to a church necessarily. I don't think so. For spirituality purposes, I mean, whatever you believe in, just practice it more often.
And another thing that could happen is, you know, like Harry said, that you don't have to go to your church or anything, you know, like you really don't have to go to church. You know, you can go to a group of friends or like a group of like 5, 10 people or whatever, you know, that are like-minded. You know, just get to like talk to people about what's going on, and like, you know, like having that community.
That community will help you out. You know, having those individuals, those groups of people, they're gonna help you.
Exactly.
And they're gonna motivate you. You know, they're gonna call you on your shit.
They're gonna push you to be better.
I think I told you this a few days ago. Everybody has people that they call friends, right? Yeah. But when you look at it and you start actually crunching, and you actually start thinking about life, how many people can you actually say would be there for you when shit got tough? When shit hit the fans, how many people could you actually say? Me personally, there's probably like 4 people that I know for a fact, like, if shit were to hit the fan, I could count on those people, and I know those people would be there for me. You know, we have a lot of acquaintances in this world, a lot of acquaintances, a lot of people that we're like, we talk to, but we don't get to know on that personal level. Exactly. And I think that's a problem. Yeah. You know? Because I feel like our generation is very superficial. We're a very superficial generation. Totally. You know, like we're very influenced easily. We're very I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, social media dictates our everyday to-day life. I mean, I'm on Snapchat a hell of a lot. I'm on Instagram hell of a lot. I'm on Twitter hell of a lot now. I kind of left Facebook for a while because it got too political for me, but
still, even Facebook is.
But even Facebook, like, we're on social media so much every day, 24/7 for me. Sometimes I'm just scrolling mindlessly through my phone and just looking at these videos of people, and
like 1 second, it could be. You can be on your phone. It could be like 10 o'clock next 5-10 minutes. You thought it would be like 5-10 minutes. You can be like an hour pass by.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just on your phone looking at bullshit. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't see the point of us having. To be honest, I feel like this is why relationships don't last. Yeah. At all in our generation, because we're so focused on the now that we're not even trying to think about like what's gonna happen or that there, you know. I'm not saying you gotta plan your future out with some one individual, you know. Doesn't make sense to just be like, you know, you meet this person on the first date. Oh yeah, let's just go get married. Yeah, you know, that's not gonna happen. And that's kind of rushing things too far, but I do think that when it comes to like trying to get into a relationship, you should at least try to get to know that person. You know, take it baby steps. And to be honest, I'm barely doing this now myself.
Yeah.
You know, for a long time. I was a fuckboy, like, golly. Like, looking back over my last year, 2 years, I'm like, wow.
Like, you changed.
Yeah, no, I did. I do feel like I've changed a lot from where I was a year ago to where I am now. I mean, golly. I feel like I've changed since I met you too, though. From like the first time we met in the pool hall, like Northwest Vista. Shout out Northwest Vista.
Hell yeah.
From the pool hall there, I feel like I've changed as an individual. I mean, I think the first time we met, I told you my whole goal for going to school was to get girls.
Yeah, exactly. And he told me that every single day.
Yeah, every day. I was like, that's just why I'm here. I'm just here to get girls. That's it. And now, like, I don't give a fuck about that. If I get into a relationship, that's cool. If I don't, fine by me. Although I am still talking to that one girl, so there's that. And then, like, even for a while, though, my mom, every time we talk about a girl, she'd be like, okay, which one is it this time? And then I'd be like now I'm like looking back and I'm like, damn. Was I just a fucking whore or something? Like, every week it was a new girl. Like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. Changed individual here now, though, guys. Changed, man.
You brought us some good topics there on the like we can go in more depth in some of those little but one thing that I got from that was like how you said like when people are like how you said that you can get like 4 or people or so that you actually trust, you know.
Yeah.
And if you really look at it, like most people out there, they don't even have one person they can talk to, you know, like true friend, you know, like true friend, you know.
That is 100% accurate.
And what is it like? I would say that I have about 3 or 4, just like you say, you know. But like out there, most people like don't even have one friend they can talk to about anything, you know, like. And it's sad that people don't have that, you know. And I want to invite them to us so we can have that deeper conversation with them.
Exactly.
So we can connect with them on a deeper level, so they won't feel lonely, you know. Because people, to me out there, I feel like they feel so much lonely, you know.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? And I was talking to someone today about that. I was like, cause I'm feeling really down, man. Cause all I've been doing is working and coming home, and that's it. Not really having too much time to do anything else. And I was like, I'm really lonely right now. That's why I'm always texting you, because I'm really lonely and I'm not really talking to anybody, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, damn, I kind of wish I went back to school, because at least there I was surrounded with some people my age. I mean, I went out for the first time like forever on Saturday, I think. Got completely hammered, ended up coming home and passed out on my bed. But it's partially because I'm becoming, I don't know, I feel like as you age, you become more introverted.
Yeah,
like
I can see that.
more wanting to stay at home, not really wanting to go out as much, you know. You don't get those urges like when you're 20 or 19 or 18 even, and you're like, oh yeah, let's go out, guys, let's go out, let's go have some fun, you know. I don't really get those.
And like I think and I think that part of that is because like of the culture that we live in, you know. And like we like and like you said, we look at the social media and all this stuff on Facebook, whatever. And that gets
influences us.
Yeah, influences, and it gets ingrained into our brain.
Because we're like, oh, we have to go out.
Yeah.
Nah, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, man. I was talking to somebody. I can't remember who it was. But I was like, no, I want to go out. And like, no, you just need to sit your ass at home. Stay home. Fucking chill. Be still. I was like, fine, fuck it, I'll go home. But, I mean, that's someone looking out for you, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that going out is always good. You know, like
moderation.
It's good to stay home like once in a while. You know, to like meditate whatever a little bit, or you know, just relax and like have a night in. You know, like it's good to recharge your body. You know.
Oh yeah.
Recharge.
I mean, this whole day I've been asleep. I haven't gone. I went to Taco Bell earlier, but like today I just been fucking chilling, man. I went to sleep. Woke up, went to sleep, woke back up, went to sleep again, woke up again, and then I started watching that 70s show, and then that's when you hit me up and like, let's do this. I was that.
And then after that, you know, like once you get back to like to full capacity, you know, then after that, now you can go out and go hard, whatever, and do the things that you want to do, you know. And like
maybe make some time, not for the partying and the clubbing, but for the hiking and the
getting
together with the friends. You know, maybe come to your crib and just play some video games, or maybe talk and like
do yoga, you know, talk.
Yeah, talk, you know? Or like. I think that it's unhealthy to bottle a lot of stuff in.
Yeah.
You know, try having one person at least that you're gonna go and talk to, and like, I think also in our generation, like the untold thing is, we're very depressed. We're a very depressed generation. Like, I don't know how many people I know personally that suffer from depression or bipolar or some sort of mental illness.
Exactly. And like, why do you think that's a problem here in America, or here in just
Me personally, I watch a lot of conspiracy theories, and
same here.
I think it's because of the government. Like, to be honest, it's an easy to control people who are depressed, and so like, all you do when you turn on TV nowadays is you seeing stuff that are like violence, death. Growing up with our cartoons, like the symbolism of suicide in our cartoons, or like violence in our cartoons, or depression in our cartoons. I mean, we're growing up and we're watching this, and we're just thinking it's the norm, you know?
Exactly.
But I mean, also I've met a lot of people that have been through traumatic events too as children, that suffer from abuse, or, to be honest, I've met a lot of girls too that have been like, I wouldn't say raped, but sexually harassed or along those lines, and that plays a key factor into.
Definitely does not like make yourself
more
lovable.
Yeah, you know, you don't.
Like
you're gonna feel like you're just worthless, you know. But now I blame. Well, actually, to be honest, I blame society as like, not even us. I blame like the Generation X and the Boomers for the way we are, to be honest, because I don't think most millennials are in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
Actually, they're probably all in their 20s. If you're not a millennial. I think you're like Gen Z or whatever the hell that generation is right now with the Tide Pods and shit.
Exactly.
But we're the generation right now that we grew up during the recession of 2012, and I didn't really notice any difference.
Yeah. But we did grow up inside of it.
But we did grow up in that recession. We're the generation that grew up before there was a time of social media, but we grew up during the rise of social media.
Exactly, yeah.
We grew up before a time of YouTube, but we grew up during the rise of YouTube fame. Justin Bieber, one of the first YouTube stars out there.
Exactly.
We're this generation that's like, before the 90s, during the 90s, and we're post 9/11, after 9/11.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
We're this weird.
Kind of like just
we're here. We're just
in a weird place for now, you know, and then like
we're this people that are here, you
this
know.
Time period, like this short period of time period, just like is like weird for the people that were born in this time period, and it just makes it harder for us to.
Because like I remember like a time. where we would fucking play outside all day, man. Like we would just be outside all day. We weren't on the TV. We weren't on the Xbox. Actually, to be honest, it wasn't until I even got into high school that when I got into high school, the 360 had barely came out.
Yeah.
So like that's the time period I grew up in, though. I mean, the Wii. You remember the Wii?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
We still had gaming systems that were kind of active.
Yeah. But like nowadays,
it's crazy some of the shit these kids have. I mean, they're more focused on fucking playing Fortnite. That's a garbage ass game anyway. But
like VR and stuff like that. You
but
know,
I mean, VR is pretty badass.
Yeah.
So.
But
Yeah. I mean, we're just this weird generation.
Yeah.
Man. We're just this weird generation. That's all it is to it. But we don't really have good role models.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And with society and like us coming together, whatever. So they kind of like, I guess, diminished like us as like men. You know, like they kind of demand us. You know.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We are a generation that kind of got like demand. Like we're the generation that was told that it's pretty much not okay.
And like.
We
can't go out there and just like love ourselves, you know, like we have
to most definitely we have to like
do certain
tone it down, like our masculinity down. And I'm not even saying being a man is going out there and fucking grabbing them by the pussy. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I wonder if we can even say that on YouTube. Now that I think about it, we'll probably have to take that part out. But I'm not saying that being a man is going out there and just like sexually harassing girls. That's not a man in my book. I mean, I'm saying more like being a man is more like when the times get tough, you gotta be willing to fucking go out there and get it and do it. Like rise and grind. So even women can do that to that extent.
Exactly.
But like, I just feel like our generation, bro, is just I was telling a person this a few months ago.
Yeah.
In school, I remember in elementary, I never saw color. Like I never saw color in elementary. I never saw my friends being black or white or Hispanic. I never saw that, and it wasn't until
like high school, like
high school, high school, middle. I mean, maybe 7th, 8th grade that they started pushing this whole racism thing on us. And like, I just remember in elementary, almost all my friends, like anyone, like, I mean, I'm from Dallas, so there's a lot of African American people in Dallas. So like, a lot of, like, we never really saw each other as, oh, he's black, I'm Hispanic, you're white. We never saw that. We saw it more along. And to be honest, I don't even look like I'm Hispanic. I look like I'm white, but I am Hispanic people. I am from Latino descent. I just don't see like why they have to push the color scheme on us, and make us more divided when we should be less divided. But you know, a nation easily conquered is a nation easily divided. Malcolm X.
Okay, let's get back to a little bit of self-love and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, man,
we're having like a bunch of different conversations.
That's a great conversation for another video.
Yeah,
there, you know? But
thank you for getting me back on track. Bringing me back in. We were on the soul thing. We just like completely.
I know. Went on a different tangent.
Like a whole different conversation.
Yeah, but man, like there's a lot that we could talk about and go out there and do and you know help with different types of stuff. But you know, at the same time, I feel like we should be able to just bring each other together.
Exactly.
Love each other, become more social beings because that's what we are. We're social beings.
Yes, we're not meant to be alone, people. If anything, tomorrow, next day, day after that, whenever you're watching this video, maybe it's 20 years from now and you're watching it.
Yeah, maybe.
Dang, that's gonna be crazy. Like, we'll talk about that after we cut this. Go go out there and tell somebody that you love them. You know.
Like what we want to project to y'all is we want to allow y'all to love yourself, love other people, and put that on some other person, because people, all we really want to do is just love each other, be peaceful, and just go out there and connect with people, and do it in a constructive way. You know, like love someone in a constructive way. Don't
be weird about it. You know, I'm not talking about like. I think a lot of people don't even know what love is.
Exactly. Like, do people really know what love is?
I don't think they do.
I think that's not a topic as well. But yeah.
Yeah, but like, go out there and just say to somebody you love them.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, oh. It's not like a relationship type love is what I'm talking about either.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more
just
of a brother or sister type love. You know,
hug someone and say that you're awesome today or something. You know, like
just compliment them. Be like, oh yeah, you got a really beautiful smile. You know.
Yeah.
But
is there anything when you add? You know.
I don't think so, my friend. I don't think so. We're about to cut this.
But
any farewells to these people?
You know, like, I love everyone here. I want y'all to have an amazing ass day and become the best self you can be. I want you to allow yourself to put yourself in a situation that you can improve yourself, not only with yourself, but put it into someone else as well. You know, like have that ability to love someone in such a way that they can love someone else the same way that you love them. And put yourself out there. Don't be afraid, and peace out.
All right. And as far as my message of the day, whoa, that is way too. I think you're gonna have to cut this part too.
Yeah, it's
I gotta flip this. How do I flip this?
Here, I'll just report you.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Make sure you cut all of it.
Yeah, I will.
As far as what I have to say is my closing thoughts. I'm gonna piggyback off of what my boy Patrick did, and just say, go out there, live long, prosper, and go out there and love some people, man. Not that hard. Give them a hug. Say you love them. That's it. Peace.